I want to bring up a point I think a lot of people are missing, and I keep missing it too, is the Epstein files are kind of a distraction from what's really going on right now. They are important, but think about how long the government sat on them, and now, all of a sudden, now they're revealing them. It comes right at a time when data centers are taking over, and not just data centers, AI technology, the intelligence, we're getting more and more surveillance. I mean, if we think about the Epstein files, the Pandora files or papers, the Paradise Papers, the Panama Papers, if we look at all of that, and what does that have in common? We've got, the Pandora Papers. It's how people hide their wealth. That's how the elite are hiding their money and getting away with it and not being taxed the way they should. Then you've got the Paradise Papers that focused on tax avoidance, and this is bigger than America. I think people need to realize that this is elites. This is a bigger bubble. This isn't just America. This is a distraction from what corporate greed is doing to all of us behind closed doors. And then the Paradise Papers were focused on tax avoidance. And like I was saying, that goes into like the Britain hiding money, the Queen putting money offshore for exploiting. It's a housing program that was exploiting their people. And then you have the Panama Papers, and that was just tax invasion. They were hiding, like breaking the law completely. Okay. And if you dig into that, because like I said, these are all, this is the real investigation. The Panama Papers, who started that business, worked for the CIA and our government. That he was, part of the SS Death Heads unit. He was a Nazi. He had, he was the concentration camp guy. And he was the father of the person who started that business. So what are we doing? Because we seem to be like going out and being distracted this way and that way, and Democrat, Republican, liberal, you name it. It seems like these are all distractions from somebody controlling the narrative of our everyday. I mean, look at how our kids are getting dumber as they're getting older, and Sam Altman, the tech guy, talking about how his kid's never going to be smarter than AI. Well, okay, that's okay, but you guys are also the people that are helping push Chromebooks in front of our children and taking books out of the classroom, and the teacher's ability to teach has gone down. They just stick YouTube in front of your children and say, there's your class. This cannot continue. This whole rhetoric of them and us, I don't want to be the tide to rise their ships. I don't want to be that tide. I don't want to help them. I care about my family, my community of people. If there's ever something that goes completely wrong, that is who I'm gonna have to turn to. I don't have a family of other people, that are blood related to run to like that. What happened to our village? we're so divided and nobody can come together. And I feel like our children and our children's children are going to be the ones who pay for that. And nobody seems to be getting that. Nobody seems to be understanding that. Everyone is in a very selfish era.